Because what is human is not an established state. It is a possibility. It is not a fixed state. If this possibility has to be made use of, there is a whole system of understanding that needs to happen. Understanding the mechanics of how this life functions and what we can do with it. This mechanics, this technology, this science, we are referring to as yoga. I don't know what types of stuff you're doing, but my experience in United States, particularly in California, a lot of people believe yoga started in California. Yes. I met somebody who seriously believed it was Madonna who started yoga. Yes. So this mechanics of life, this is as simple as this. I'm sure almost all of you are carrying an instrument, some kind of electronic instrument, a phone at least. The more you know about this phone, the better you can use it. Is that so? Last year, the cell phone companies in India made a survey. India is the largest growing market for telecommunications right now. Every month we are adding about 5.5 million cell phones. In a year, about 60 million cell phones are being added to the service, because everybody's having 3, 4, 5 these days. They made a survey. That's the second one, you haven't heard the first one. They made a survey and they found out that 97% of the people are using only 7% of the capabilities that are there in an ordinary phone. I'm not talking about the smartphone, I'm talking about the dumb phone. In the dumb phone, 97% of the people are using only 7% of its capabilities. So they were contemplating, if we remove 90% of the electronics, still most people will never know. And we can even give them a 500 rupee discount. They will be happy, we will be happy, Maybe they've already taken it off, we don't know. Only if you try to use all of them, all the functions, then you realize something is not working. So, in a little gadget, you're using only 7%. This is the gadget. Every damn gadget has come out of this. How much percentage do you think are you employing this gadget? Just make a guess. How much percentage? 2, 5? You're being very generous to yourself. It's well below 1%. Because for your survival process to conduct your life in the material world, you do not even need 1% of what this is. This is capable of perceiving the whole cosmos. If you prepare it properly, if you hold it, this is like an antenna. If you hold it in the right position, it can just grasp everything in the existence. It is just that we are doing all kinds of things with it because right now, our whole perception of life is limited to the physical nature of the existence. Physical is like the peel of the fruit. It has no purpose of its own. In the sense, if you have a fruit, the moment you eat the fruit, the peel goes straight to the trash can, isn't it? The peel is only a package. Only because the fruit is valuable, package is important. Right now as you sit here, this body is very important. You have to feed this, you have to clothe this, you have to decorate this, you have to pamper this in so many ways. Tomorrow morning, that's something inside which you never experienced. If that goes away, nobody wants to have any business with this. Only because the fruit is inside, this peel has become very valuable. Now yoga means not just about twisting your body, not about standing on your head, not about holding your breath. All these things a circus artist can do better than most yogis. Really. You don't think so? A circus artist can do far better than most yogis in terms of twisting the body, doing this, doing that, holding different positions. That is not the purpose of yoga. Unfortunately, if you utter the word yoga, people think you have to be in some impossible posture. Yoga is not about postures. It is just a minuscule aspect of yoga. Yoga means, in your experience, everything has become one. The word yog means union. What is the union? What can unite with what? As you sit here, your idea and your sense and your experience of who you are is very strong. You're here as an individual. But what the trees are exhaling right now, you're inhaling. What you're exhaling, the trees are inhaling. Or in other words, one half of your lung is hanging up there. Yes or no? This is not just in terms of breath. Today, modern physics is proving to you that as you sit here, every subatomic particle in your body is in constant transaction with everything else in the existence. If this transaction stops, you will cease to exist. So yoga means to know it by experience. Modern science is proving to you the whole existence is just one energy. The religions of the world have been screaming for a long time that God is everywhere. Whether you say God is everywhere or you say everything is one energy, are we talking about the same reality or a different reality? Same reality. It is just that a scientist has never experienced this. He has arrived at it through mathematical deductions. A religious person has not experienced it. He believes it because it's written somewhere or it's said by somebody. If you are a hard case that you're not willing to settle for deductions or belief systems, then you become a yogi. Yes, if you're a very hard nut, you want to know it yourself, then you become a yogi. You want to know the union of the existence, you want to know the oneness of what it is, not believing it. Like you experience the 5 fingers of your hand, if you can experience everything around you, then we say you're in yoga.
Dear seekers, in the quest for the true meaning of yoga, let us embark on a journey of discovery and contemplation. Why do we seek to unite the body and the spirit? What mysteries does the breath hold in the dance of life? How can stillness lead to profound transformation? Yoga, in its essence, is not merely a series of postures, it is a profound science of inner transformation. It is a path that guides us towards a harmonious blend of physical grace and spiritual awakening. Consider a tree, grounded in the earth, yet reaching towards the sky. Yoga is much like this tree, with its roots deep in the ancient soils of spiritual practice, yet its branches extending into the contemporary skies of our daily lives. Imagine a simple act, such as walking. In yoga, this mundane act transforms into a meditative experience. Each step becomes an expression of balance and awareness. The rhythm of your steps aligns with the rhythm of your breath, turning a simple stroll into a harmonious dance of existence. This is yoga, finding the extraordinary in the ordinary, seeing the divine dance in every movement. In the hustle of modern life, we often lose connection with our inner selves. Yoga invites us to pause, to breathe deeply, to reconnect with the quiet space within us. It's in this silence that we find clarity, not in the cacophony of the external world. When you sit in a quiet room, observing the rise and fall of your breath, you are practicing yoga. You are tuning into the subtle energies that animate your being, discovering the tranquility in your core. Furthermore, yoga teaches us about balance, not just in our bodies, but in our lives. Consider the act of standing on one foot. It requires focus, awareness, and a sense of harmony. These are not just physical attributes but are metaphors for our lives. Yoga shows us how to find stability amidst chaos, how to stand firm, yet be flexible, in the face of life's challenges. Dear seekers, the true meaning of yoga transcends the boundaries of the physical. It is a journey of self-discovery, a path to inner peace, and a practice that teaches us to live with intention and mindfulness. As we delve deeper into yoga, we begin to understand that every breath is a prayer, every movement a meditation, and every moment an opportunity to connect with the profound wisdom that resides within us. As we continue to explore the depths of yoga, we find that it is a mirror reflecting our inner world. It reveals to us the strength and fragility of our own being. Have you ever noticed how holding a pose, like a warrior, instills a sense of strength and determination in you? Yet, in the very next moment, a pose like child's pose invokes a sense of surrender and humility. This is the duality that yoga teaches us to embrace, the power and the peace, the effort and the ease. In the practice of yoga, we often encounter our limitations, our resistances. Each time we step onto the mat, it's an opportunity to confront these barriers. The physical stretching of the muscles can become a metaphor for stretching our mental and emotional boundaries. How often do we limit ourselves in life, confined by our own beliefs and fears? Yoga is the practice of expanding beyond these self-imposed limitations, to explore the vast potential that lies within us. Let's consider the practice of meditation, an integral part of yoga. It's not just about sitting with closed eyes, but about opening the eyes of the soul. In meditation, we learn to observe our thoughts and emotions without judgment. This practice teaches us a vital life skill, the art of witnessing. Imagine if we could bring this quality of non-judgmental awareness into our daily interactions. How transformative would that be? Moreover, yoga reminds us that we are a part of a larger whole. Just as the body moves in harmony with the breath in yoga, we are called to move in harmony with the world around us. It teaches us compassion and interconnectedness. When we practice yoga, we are not just nurturing ourselves, but we are fostering a deeper connection with the universe. Dear seekers, the true meaning of yoga is a journey of unfolding into the layers of our being, understanding the rhythm of our breath, and aligning with the universal energies. It's a path of self-realization, where each asana becomes a step towards understanding our true nature. Yoga is not just a practice, it is a way of living, a philosophy that enriches every aspect of our existence. By embracing the essence of yoga, we open ourselves to a life of balance, harmony, and profound inner peace.